What up, guys? It's your boy Victor. Back at it again. Right now, we're gonna get ready to meet with Jacob. Uh, Interesting about Jacob is he runs a homebrew competition with Texas L Project, and the winner, if I remember right, the winner of that gets their beer featured in the tap room. Now, that's pretty interesting. I know for me, I haven't seen a lot of promotion for it, but there was so many good beers last time I was there. Shout out to Jacob from Strange Brews, different Jacob, who was part of that competition, and I missed it. There was towards the end, and there was so many great beers, and I was sad I missed it. So I told the guy we're gonna do a podcast and we're gonna talk about it, and I'll be there for the next one, and we record it. So on that note, guys, let's go ahead to Texas L Project and check out some of these beers and meet up with Jacob. Peace. I want to say thank you for coming on the podcast.
Oh, you're very welcome, man. I'm a big fan.
I'm a big fan of what you're working on and what you're doing over here at Texas L Project, which you're going to jump into real quick.
Let's do it.
But for people watching and listening, this is another week of Drunken Public. I'm your host, Victor Santana, bringing people together one beer at a time, one community at a time. And I'm here with Jacob from the Valley.
Yeah, I am from the Valley. Yeah. Mission, Texas, baby.
There's a man in the background supporting the Valley. I've never been, and I don't tend to go anytime soon.
You need to go. You need to go. Yes.
Let's say I hear road trip to the Valley.
Yeah, it's only 11, 10 hours. You know, depends on how fast you drive.
I got a podcast tomorrow too, sir. We can do it in a few weeks.
We got some breweries down in the Valley too.
You have breweries in the Valley?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Podcast coming soon in the Valley, featuring Joey Trevino as my co-host.
Yes.
And
Jacob Longoria will be there too.
And Jacob as our guide.
Yeah, bada bing. That's all we need.
Yeah. But no, man, I really do appreciate coming on. We did get a quick tour of the brewery, but you're doing something special here, which you're help organizing the homebrew competition here.
Yes.
They help get good home beers into the tap here at Texas Ale Project.
Yes.
AKA the tap, which I did not know it was called the tap.
Yeah. It's a little Texas Ale Project. Boom. Great name.
Yeah.
Great name was, yeah.
But yeah, so what made you want to get into that, jump into that?
Well, it was truly by coincidence, and I'll tell you the whole story if y'all got time. Everyone's got time? Let's get some time.
I think we got some time. For you, we'll make the time.
Oh, excellent.
We'll make the time.
Yeah. Well, basically, I'm a home brewer myself. Right. Love to home brew. I saw my brother Daniel do it in college. Shout out to my brother Daniel. Saw him yesterday. And he did the Mr. Beer Kit. And Mr. Beer Kit is just an awesome little kit if you ever a little plug for Mr. Beer. It's a great little kit if you want to start. So I saw him do it. And then about 10, 11 years ago, I was like, let me buy one of these Mr. Beer kits. I was single, so you go to work, you come home, there's nothing to do, why not make beer? So I started with that. and started really getting into it as the years went by, and me and my buddy Mike started doing homebrew competitions.
No way. Okay.
Yeah, and there's only a few in Dallas. There's only a few.
Yeah, there's only really
There's
like,
only a few. A lot of the major breweries do it. See, there's the Brew Haha, the Brew Riot,
coming up.
Labor of Love. I'll be there. And I just had this crazy idea of, you know something, I wish there was just like a homebrew competition all the time, or more than one competition. Because homebrewers were brewing all the time. And we really like the feedback.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, especially the way you do it. Like,
Yeah.
you guys have actual judges. You
Yes.
actually give actual feedback, and
Yeah.
they're all hosting together. It's not like a big festival where everybody's
Exactly.
trying to make money at the scene, and
Yes.
it's hard to talk to the homebrewers.
Yeah.
And you don't get a chance to see the judges.
Exactly. So it's basically a simple concept of, we have a competition, the winner gets the beer on the tap. Hey, if you don't win, there's another one, and there's another one, and another one. So I actually came to Tech Sale Project, sat down with the owner and the founder, David, and I just pitched this idea. And I said, I'd like to have it here. How do we even do this? I mean, we had to go through TABC and all that kind of good stuff just to figure out, okay, well, how do we do this? And he got with the brewers and said, hey, if you get a winner, we can put it on tap. And so basically there's 4 rounds. We've already done the 3rd round. The winner gets to have their beer on tap.
Nice.
They get to basically have an event here with all their friends. And then those 4 will compete one last time for the grand prize. And the grand prize is the
works.
big barrel, and I think it's 30 if I'm correct. And that's going to go
Yeah.
into 6 locations or more in Dallas. And basically the winner, the brewer, it's going to go into 6, but if they wanted to get into more, they got to go out and they got to get those
They do
taps,
it
as they
themselves.
say. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I don't want to talk about the money part because that's private between them and the
Yeah.
brewers. Nor do that's not the important part. It's the competition and the
Yeah.
feedback that you guys honestly do give feedback.
Yes.
Now, no knocking any other homebrew competition.
Uh-huh.
But Labor of Love is a beautiful
Love it.
competition.
Love it.
At Deep Ellum Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
Great event. I love it. I had a lot of fun last year, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun again.
So will I.
But it's kind of a weird disconnect with the reviewers of the beer because they do it a week in advance,
Uh-huh.
or however they do it. I'm sorry if I'm speaking out of turn, but they do it in advance, and then they pick the winner, and then you have the public winner. But it's not really a communication between the people who judge the beer for overall winner,
Sure.
and then the people's choice. The people's choice, you get to at least talk to the people saying, like,
Yes.
I really love this beer.
Yes.
And some people just say because they like it. Other people have more details, but it's very hard to get like critique from the
Yeah.
actual judges.
Yeah, for the home brewers, they want the feedback. And with my group of judges, and they vary between the rounds that we've done. They go between just people who just drink beer, people who love craft beer, people who homebrew. I like to mix it all up. Because to me, any feedback is good feedback. I honestly, me personally, I don't want feedback from a head brewer saying like, this is why I don't like your beer. And I was like, well, I know my beer ain't the best, but what could I do better next time? You know what I mean? If I say it's an IPA and it doesn't taste like an IPA, tell me why it doesn't taste like an IPA. And then that's basically the kind of feedback I want to give to the home brewers.
No, well, that's what made me. That's what made me bring appreciation because when I did come here, my friend Jacob from Strange Brews was here.
Oh, yeah.
But you guys did the judging. Then you had an immediate conversation with them, and the people who were judging, some stayed, some
Yeah.
left. But they all had a conversation like, this is why I don't like it. You entered this category, it was the wrong category.
Yeah.
For the beer you submitted, now it's a great beer, and I've listed why I think it's a great beer, but it's just the wrong category. Either resubmit it under this category, and you have a good.
Exactly.
Good. But it was an honest conversation, which, and I don't know any other ones nationwide, but I feel like that's a disconnect you don't get often.
Yeah.
From judging. Like you either win or lose and you don't get why
Exactly.
you won or why you lost.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
Some of the judges that we had on the first round, there's actually a group that David, the owner here, got me into. They do a bottle share.
Nice.
Yeah, and they go, rate 1 to 10. Is it what it say it is? Is it an IPA? How did it taste? Did it taste good? And overall, did you like it? You know what I mean? And they have this system down. It was a lot of fun. Went there during, I think it was like during October, and they had just nothing but pumpkin beers. So I told my wife, like, I'm gonna put my pumpkin beer in there and see how it lasts. It didn't do very good, but it was a really good judging system. And how many people liked it? Okay, you raised your hand, but you didn't raise your hand. Tell me why. And they kind of go.
That
over
sounds like a very democratic version of it. Very versus I've kind of seen behind the scenes at another homebrew competition. Now, I don't want to knock them, but it was more of like individualized.
Yes.
And I don't know if it was a scoring system because I didn't get that deep. I was just able to sit there, take a few pictures, and see the process. See people who see the beer, get the name of the beer, and then pour it into their glass, and then it's all individual.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 or 2 people talk to each other because they knew each other. But outside of that, it was very individual.
Yeah, it's either you win or you lose.
But I like that process because it's a communication between all the judges.
Yeah.
And it's a very simple guideline. Is it to style?
Yeah.
Scale. Do you like it? Yes. And I don't know other criteria. Let's say, will you buy it again? Like,
Well, one of the big ones is it sellable?
Ooh.
You know what I
See,
mean?
I was gonna say if you buy it again. That's what I was thinking. Would you buy it again?
Is it sellable? Because that, in the end, that's what the winner is going to get. They're going to have a shot to get their beer into bars.
Yeah.
And see if it sells, and really learn the business. Like I said, the owner
Which is
David here.
valuable, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean you're going to learn it from, as they say, soup to nuts, because the winner is going to brew the beer here. If they want, they'll go on the road with the people who are going to distribute it, and see if bars want it.
Yeah.
And that person will be like, no, this is my beer. And then you got to pitch it to somebody, and they go, doesn't sound good. Tripels don't do good. Stouts don't do good here. I don't like the flavor. I got to get that feedback.
No, it's a thing. You know what? I've been doing a podcast for a while now, and I've been lucky enough to get the feedback, or at least have conversation with people who buy beer and people who sell beer. You know, I've been lucky enough to get both perspectives, and I get it. But it's something as a brewer, if you have an aspiration to be a head brewer at your own facility or maybe another facility, to get an understanding of A, the market, B, how to do it. You know, because it takes the whole project. Love them, hate them, however you feel about them. They're established.
Yes.
You know, they're all throughout Texas. So if you get that feedback with a partner who's already established, it's invaluable. It's like a priceless experience.
Yeah.
So you can move forward with that or not move forward. Be like, you know what, it's not for me.
Yeah.
Like you get both ends of it versus, going in blind.
Yeah. I think a lot of the home brewers are just very curious, and it's a question I always ask myself with anything. Like, how do you get into that?
Yeah.
How do you start your own brewery? I got $5 in my pocket, but I'm a home brewer. How do I get where you guys are at?
Yeah.
And this is going to be a home brewer. You know, they spent $30, maybe even less, to make their beer, and now suddenly it wins. Now it's going to be all over Dallas, and now I don't know. It's your recipe, and you're in there to get that great feedback. And like I said, the winner hasn't been decided just yet. It's going to be hot when we finally do it. It's going to be a great thing.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. No, that's something beautiful and unique. And it's a win-win for everybody.
Yes.
A win-win for the home brewer who overall wins the competition.
Yeah.
The win-win for Texas Alcohol Project because they got a very unique beer that they may not have thought of on their own, but now they can work it out together and push both things together.
Yeah, and even the struggles of brewing, because they brew on the 5-gallon batch. Now they're going over here, and it's several gallons, so they have to tweak the recipe.
Yeah.
I mean, they're having really serious conversations with the brewers, going like, "Yeah, we can't use that. We got to think of something else," and they have to figure it out. So yeah, we've had some amazing home brewers come in. I mean, I'm not a judge. I refuse to be a judge. But we've had some great home brewers that you go like, wow, this could sell at any place. At any place. Like, I mean, some really, really good stuff. And people that are really, I guess, meticulous in brewing their style. Yeah.
I was going to say, it's funny that you say meticulous because...
it's a big word. I don't know if I used it right.
No,
so hopefully I did.
No, you used it perfectly because some people are meticulous, but the competition I did come here for, was that round 2 or 3?
This is round 3.
This is round 3, so that was round 2.
Yeah.
So it was interesting to see the ranges of home brewers.
Yeah.
You got one person or several people who are very meticulous about their process, very lackadaisy, and then at the other end of it, you got someone who's very lackadaisy, nonchalant about their process.
Exactly.
And he's like, I'm just going for going big and go home.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to see the mixture of the two people and everyone in between of that.
There's guys and ladies out there they got their Instagram pages, they got their Facebook pages, they got the stickers, they got the T-shirts.
Yeah.
And then there's other ones that are that's just their last name brewing. That's it. And they just like to brew beer.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's a great. And the great thing about also the White Rabbit is like the people enter their beer, but they also bring some of the other beers. A lot of experimental beers that they're just like, I brought this bottle, it's a sour, it's a little harsh.
Well, that's what I got told to tell, and they were like, well, I didn't enter this beer, but it's a really good beer. Like, just try this beer.
And there was one or two individuals that maybe drank a little too much of everybody else's beer.
Yes.
But it was a fun experience. It was like a very...
There's no 4%, 5% beers at the homebrew competition. It's always like, this one will knock you on your butt. Oh, okay.
But it was fun, though. Like, it looked like they had fun. Like I said, I came on the tail end.
They have a lot of fun. They have a lot of fun. And, yeah, I mean, we come back here. I try to give them as much feedback as possible. The way the contest is set up is that you can't enter the same beer twice, only because we don't want people to get 4 second place ribbons or medals in this case. So you got to enter a new beer every time. So that really gets the brewers on their toes. So they enter one beer, it doesn't work, so they enter another beer. And see their arsenal, I guess you can call it.
I know, that's exactly what I was saying. Because you could be like I said, I was lucky enough to meet a few home brewers, and everybody has that one hidden gem. Like, I got this is my one gem. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill the game with this. But once you enter it, say you enter that first round, then you got to go to your warehouse and see what else I got brewing back here.
Yeah.
And it keeps everybody on toes. It keeps everybody honest. Like, the best brewer wins out. I feel like that way.
And it's just giving them more than one shot.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I'm still in the homebrew game where you're like, did you like the beer? Yeah. Okay, well, I got no feedback from it.
No, well, let's talk about, like I said, I'm not bashing
Not at all.
Love. I'm not bashing that. I love Labor Love. It was a lot of
There
fun.
are some awesome brewers out there. I would love to do some shout out. I really would.
No, go ahead.
Sure.
Go.
There's a home brewer named Grayson. Great guy. He is making some awesome beer. If he ever gets a brewery, name a beer after me. He has probably the best
Right
beer
there.
in Dallas. I honestly believe he's got the best beer in Dallas. Gosh, if I can think of some other ones, I would. But he's the main one. He won actually last year at the Labor Love. And he's
not to be
recently-
racist, but Mexican. Short dude.
Yeah, shorter guy. He's a shorter guy, yeah.
Very nice
Oh,
guy.
he's the man.
Super nice, yeah. He's the one with the Kool-Aid beer.
He's got Kool-Aid beer. He had a beer that had some crazy spice in it. That was really good.
He's a hitter. He's definitely a hitter. What's the name of his brand? I can't remember right now.
He's gonna kill me if I don't know it.
So, side note, picture right here, name of his brand, because we both know the same guy.
Yes.
But
I will look it up right now if I could, but
you don't have your phone on you?
I do.
Yeah, look it up. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sure, I could do that right now. I know. I want to say it's like impronounceable. Is that even a word? Impronounceable?
Yeah, fuck it. I'm not an English major, but I say
Neither
yes.
am I.
But yeah, his beers are hitters. Like, he has some really good beers. You're absolutely right.
I think I actually have to. I got his Facebook page up. I just gotta.
I know his beer is on Instagram. It's an interesting logo.
Starts with a B or something like that, dude. Oh my god.
I'm gonna put it right here. I know the guy. We both know the same guy.
Yeah.
No, he's phenomenal. Everybody loves his beer. You know what?
Yeah,
You're
everyone loves
absolutely
his
right. You're absolutely right. He's one of the best brewers. If it's not him, in my opinion, the guy called Smith Talks.
Which one?
Smith Talks?
Spit Talks. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one who won the Martin House homebrew competition for short pancakes.
Okay.
Short order pancakes. And they've been canning it everywhere because of it. And
Martin House is a good one too. If I'm ever in the Fort Worth area, I gotta go to Martin House.
Martin House is a awesome brewery.
Yeah, I thought they had a lousy name when I first started. I was like, that's a horrible name. Now it's a staple. It's a staple for great beer.
It is a staple. Here's the thing. You know what? I also got to retract some. Like, I've been saying this for the last few weeks on podcasts, and I'm pretty sure people are tired of me repeating myself. Listen, I would be the first one to tell you when I started drinking beer, I thought Martin House was the worst. Like,
wow. Okay.
Not like the worst beers of all time, but what I felt like what they were bad at is they're very inconsistent of quality. There was one really good beer, one really bad beer. One really good beer, one really bad beer. And that's not like I said I didn't like any of the beers. It just felt like they were hitting and missing at the same time. And it's like I don't know where they're going with this, don't know what vision they have, and it felt very congested at the time. But a year and a half later, almost 2 years later, you know what? They're still putting out different beers, but they dialed it in. Every beer that they release, even if you don't like what they're releasing, is well made. So first and foremost, we will say that's a well made beer, but it's not for me. And I think for people who don't like certain beers, I think it's the best compliment you can give for them, because if you can tell it's well made, like the new beers they're coming out with the last year, like all of them, are all well made. You can't knock them for that. And I think they dialed it in, and I 1,000% respect that.
Yeah,
You know?
their social media is amazing. They come out with beers that there's a name that goes with it, there's a style, and you go like, huh,
I have a story.
I like that.
And they were the first. Listen, I'm gonna call people out. People have been biting their style because they were the first to release toucan kind of style with a story behind it.
Oh yeah.
Now they're not the first ever to come up with toucan cells. No, that's not what I'm saying. But they're the ones who came out with the picture, the box, artwork goes together, and a story behind it.
Yep.
They were the first. You know, I'm not gonna say any names, but a lot of people biting that style right now. A lot of people biting that style.
I think I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
But yes, you are correct.
But they set trends. And like I said, I'll be the first to say, yes, I did say that I didn't like them. I thought they were bad
So
quality.
you're saying this on camera.
I've said it several times on camera.
On camera.
I
You're
don't-
redacting that right now.
I wouldn't
Or maybe not redacting
I
that.
won't redact it, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I added a addition to it.
Yes.
That they're way better than when I first came into craft beer. They're way more dialed in, and they may have beers that I don't like. I'm not saying every beer they make I like, but versus one good beer, one bad beer. You know, versus this is a really bad beer. I don't know how you can sell it. Instead of saying that, I was like, this is a really good beer. Probably I won't buy it again, but it's a really good beer. Well made, high quality, interesting, unique taste on the whatever styles it may be.
Yeah.
But they use unique styles, unique twists to it. It is all well made in the last year. Definitely within the last year. All hitters.
Yeah.
All hitters.
I would say that with, well, I know the Dallas beer scene very well. I don't know anybody any other Texas cities, but the Dallas beer scene, you have those people that will try a new beer, and then that's I'll buy this again, or I get it, but I won't buy it again.
Yeah.
That's an interesting customer to see if you can get them over. So I love that. I'm buy a growler of it next time I see in the grocery store. I'm gonna buy it.
Twist, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of those drinkers out there. I always say like my dad. You know, like he's a Miller Lite drinker. He's got to taste like Miller Lite. I took him to Lakewood Brewery, and he's like, not really my fan. But you know something? I like those sours. You like sours? Of all the things I gave you, you like the sours? That's amazing. But he's like, yeah, he goes, I could drink that. I'm like, that is amazing.
Everybody's wheelhouse
never
is
know.
different. Exactly.
You never know.
You never know. But I will always respect people who try it. And that was my only thing with like anybody. Martin House, Hot Fusion. There's another bread I in the beginning I said I didn't really like, but my perspective has changed. As my palate grows, my respect grows for it. I could tell what's well made and what's not. Like in my humble opinion, I'm not an expert. I'm not gonna be like, this was cheaply made beer with cheaply ingredients. No, that's not what I'm saying.
That was extract. That's not grain.
Exactly. I'm not to that
Homebrewer
level.
joke right there. So, there you go.
No, but I could, you know, someone, believe it or not, you kind of can tell when someone changes extract to actually using.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's weird. Like I always tell people it was full of shit when they said that before. Like you hear like YouTube videos of people talking in public. Like you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But after a while, you could taste it. Now
Yeah.
you're not 100% sure, but like, is that extract?
Yeah.
I feel like it's something off here.
Yeah. I mean, extract brewing, I mean, it'll save you some time. Actually, I think it's more expensive, but it'll save you some time. I mean, it gets straight to the point. Here's all the
It definitely
sugars.
saves you time because you don't have that mesh you have.
Yeah.
And try to filter all the way out.
I like the drinking while I'm messing with the grain, so I
Well, your other McAllen friend over there,
Oh, yeah.
he's a home brewer too.
Is he now?
Yeah.
He gone.
He's gone. I don't know where he went.
He's walking back to McAllen. That's what he's doing.
We'll see him in a month because that's what I was going to take him to
Yeah.
get there. He's
Awesome.
waiting for us.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to tap into more, find all the home brewers in Dallas. This is just the first, series of call it the White Rabbit. The White Rabbit, by the way, for anyone who comes to Texas Ale Project, by the way, it's a drink.
Yeah.
It is. I was talking to the owner one day, and I said, what are you drinking? And he goes, oh, well, it's a 50-50. It's a mixture of our Caucasian, which is a white stout. White stout. Yeah, white beer stout. And the
Blonde
50 foot,
stout,
50-foot Jackrabbit. So mix them together, White Rabbit, and me and him basically talked all over this homebrew competition, drinking these White Rabbits.
I want to try that next.
It's actually very good.
So Texas Ale Project, for years not coming over here, like I checked them out when I first started the podcast, but for years I just never had time to really come here, and there was nothing here that really like gravitated me to come here. But I always said they're the ones who introduced me to what a blonde stout is.
Yeah.
I thought that was a dumb name because that's a dumb name, blonde stout. Let me get that stout, and then it comes out to look like a lager, but tastes like a stout. I'm like, ooh, that is interesting.
Apparently, I think that they're the only ones who have it.
consistently. There's a few people who do it like one-off, but since the day I've been in craft brewery, like drinking craft beer, they've always had the Caucasian.
Yeah.
I've always said that name wrong, and I apologize.
It's all good. No, the brewers here, Brent and guys, we just saw him a second ago. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God. I gotta shout out. He walked in the walkthrough. He's in the Chuck video for this intro.
Yeah.
So comment below if you guys liked it. We did it. I'm doing a new thing on the intro where I'm still gonna. I do a walk-in like I normally do of an intro, but then I actually took some pictures, tried the food that's out here. So shout out to the food. It was delicious.
Beautiful. Good stuff.
Talk about the young man right there. Young man, Preston. We just talk about you.
Come in the shot, man.
Get you in real quick. This guy, awesome.
Where the magic happens from this guy right here.
He gave us a good, beautiful walkthrough.
Yeah.
It was awesome. So thank you, sir.
Oh yeah, anytime, man.
No, it was awesome. But we tried something new. He helped us out. We took some pictures. We did a walkthrough. All thanks to this young man right here. And a podcast coming soon with him.
Yeah. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you, brother. Thank you very much.
Always a pleasure.
It was a pleasure.
Always a pleasure.
No, we got some really good footage of some walkthrough, some
Yeah.
lights. Listen, I'm still an amateur photographer and videographer. by all means, I'm still not that great at it, but trying.
awesome.
But it was some good pitch. There was some
Oh,
good,
yeah.
there was some good
yeah.
footage there. We talking about hops too. It was interesting.
Well, yeah, we're talking about hops, and Preston just really knows. He's a home brewer himself. He also works at a brewery. Hard worker. I've actually worked a day with him one time. I volunteered here, and I can't keep up with him. I was almost blown up by noon.
Yeah,
And
I can see that. I can see that.
yeah,
Like, you can tell he's really into it. One thing I would say that I'm really, really impressed with him, particularly, is he said he's been working all day. Now, I've seen the process, and you worked it. You could attest to this. It's a hard fucking job. But the work all day, they worked 5 different 30 gallon things this week.
Yeah.
Been working hard all week, it sounds like. To have a positive, strong energy till the end. Like, this is the end of his shift, and he's still full of energy.
I've
Like,
never
it's
heard him
impressive.
say a negative thing.
Super
and,
impressed.
I'm not one to complain, but like I said, I volunteered with him brewing in Cannon, and I complained. I did.
No.
And yeah, he had 0. He's
No, I see the process.
This is what I do. I was like, dang, man. I mean, he's an awesome guy.
No, hats off to him.
he's an
Like,
awesome
I'm
guy.
serious. Podcast coming soon for him.
Oh yeah. He's a
Also,
freaking
we got also,
webcam.
also, I want to say honestly, if someone follows you called Corporate America, and they have pictures of beer, or especially Texas Owl Project beer, that's him.
That's Preston. Yeah,
That's Preston.
He actually has it.
Yeah, I thought that was a fake account. Like, honestly, people follow people follow your page, people follow other people's pages. Sometimes you see the name, like, oh, it's a fake account.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look at that page. It's fake. Corporate America looked like a fake. Like, the name sound like a fake account. Like Corporate America, that sounds like a fake account.
Yeah.
You know, it's his.
But this guy's got it. He is corporate America. So yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
And when he said the name, I was like, oh, I remember that. Because every time I see a name, like, it says on a business page, I get tons of fake followers
Oh, I bet.
all the time. And you can see the name sometimes. Or you can see the comment they put in there. Like, I put a video up, and you can see in that same video with 3 flights. 3 flights up. Correction, 3 flights up. You can see in that video, they're like, great picture. Put a camera on there. Like, you could tell it was a bot. Like, you could tell it was like,
Oh yeah.
like, come on.
Oh yeah. Anytime I see someone like someone wants to be your friend on Facebook, I'm like, I think I know everybody, and then like, yeah, I don't know who that is.
No, especially when you got one
Yeah.
picture.
Oh, a promotional model wants to be my friend. No, delete, whatever.
No. But it's always weird. It gets weird, bro.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You want to chat? No, I don't. I really don't.
But one thing I do like now, and it's way off topic of my beer, but I do like my Instagram, especially if they're like botish and you don't follow them. They put it on like to review post, like
Yes.
instant message versus like
Yes.
in your instant message.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, let me review that. I'm like, oh, that's a bot or that's fake, you know.
Yeah.
But
Damn Instagram, man.
I'm gonna take a quick break.
And we're back. We're reloaded.
Yeah. So we touched on something I found very interesting.
Yes.
So Jerry,
Jerry.
the guy we were talking about at the last homebrew competition here.
Yes.
You said he should be like a celebrity of North Texas.
I think he knows his beer. I really do.
Here's the thing. I've been talking again. Someone else I've been talking about nonstop for the last couple of weeks. We've coined him the ambassador of North Texas beer.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he knows his stuff. He knows his flavors. I think at the White Rabbit round 2, yeah, he was definitely there at round 2.
Yep.
We had him try some of the home. I was like, dude, you need to be a judge. And he's like, I don't feel like judging. I'm like, that's fine. Enjoy. You weren't a judge.
Yeah.
The judges are doing their thing, but we like to be a judge. And he tried some of the home brew, and he's like, I like that. I don't like that. And I don't know. He's like, to me, he's like a little celebrity to me.
He is. Here's the thing. And like I say this all the time. I'm not knocking anybody else
Sure.
in North Texas who does a lot for craft brewery. I'm not knocking any other Instagram and stuff like that. But what I would say is this. If you have someone coming from out of state or anywhere outside of North Texas, and they only need one person. Hold on a second.
Oh, bless you now.
Thank you. That was hard. That hit hard. I see it's all back in my face. Got that on camera.
Yeah.
No, what I was gonna say is that if you can only meet one person in North Texas to like, either guide you around and hang out with, I think Jerry's the best representation. He's the sweetest man you ever meet.
Yeah.
And genuinely sweet. Like, I'm the first one to say I would like to call bullshit, and I like to get people angry. He's the most sweetest person I've ever met, and genuine. And he knows his beer, and he's the perfect representation you want to take you around to Texas, all the Texas North beer places.
I think he could easily be a host of a show. Easy.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, I met him with the labor of love. Like, he honestly untapped one of my beers. That was it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I remember you. I was like, just tell, put on my, like on the comment page that, like, that was you. You remember me? And boom, followed on Facebook, and I saw him everywhere. I'm like,
Yeah.
That's how he was just like, hey, I like your beer. All right, untap it. He's like, I'm untapping it right now. I was like, put a picture of me so I know. I remember the conversation.
No, here's the thing. He's one of the few people I've ever met. Now, I don't do on tap.
Should.
I don't support on tap.
You don't support Untap? Okay, no plug for them.
No, we can plug because someone talk shit about them, but not right now. That's not the important part.
Okay.
Jerry's the important part.
Yeah.
He's the only person I've ever met. Like, so there's a few people who do the untapping thing. They take a picture and they write their comments at the moment. What Jerry does, which I find super unique. A, don't know how he does it. B, I would forget. But he takes a picture of all the beers he's drinking. He takes a mental note of what he liked or didn't like about it. And if you ever read his Untapped reviews, those are usually, if it's not the same day, those are days later of him drinking the beer and going through his head of why he liked the beer. And he untaps a lot of beers.
Yes.
So it's insane the way he does it. And I'm like, he really takes his time to write out what he's thinking. And you can see here, like, perfect example, if you want to say a comment, like, we both tried the same beer at the same time for the first time. Trinity Ciders, Balls Deep. Rough name, very rough name. But I love it. But I was like, great cider. Not a cider fan. Still has a cider taste, but it's really real full flavored and comes through well. Now, that's a very simple description. But I liked it. Now, Jerry took that shit to a 2 to a 10. And he was talking about floral notes.
Oh, yeah.
And open it up like this guy. It's in it. He's into it. Like,
He always tries the beers that are just about to come out that I like heard on Facebook, like, oh, it's gonna come out on Friday, and I forget about it, and then suddenly, boom, I do follow him on Untapped. Yeah. So I get this notification that he tried it, and I comment on, like, wait a minute, where are you at? I'm at Oak Cliff Brewery. I'm there, and boom, I'm there. And then he's gone. But that's besides the point.
You ever watch him on Instagram, Facebook too, but Instagram, he does his stories. I love his stories.
I need to follow that.
I wanted to copy it, but I was like, no, that's Jerry's thing, and it's clearly Jerry's thing. What he does, he goes to all supports. First of all, he's like a wizard. He supports everybody's thing.
He does.
He's at, I get mad at if I could do one or two things. He's at like 4 or 5 events.
He does the bottle shares, he does it all.
Yeah, he's at everything, but he does a very unique thing that I love the most. It's a very nonchalant, like he shows up, walking in from the concrete or wherever he's walking in, and then slowly pans up, showcases, oh, this is where I'm at. And then you see some pictures of beer, maybe some pictures of people there, but it was a very, you don't think about it, like, oh, it's just a weird walk-in, right? But no, if you take your time and watch the stories, it's always a new place within the same day, and he's walking in, showing it, and he's not saying anything because he's showcasing where he's going. That's it. He's more important the destination, not him, and I love that dynamic of his stories. I love it. That's why he's an ambassador of North Texas. 1,000%.
I honestly know nothing about him. Only thing we talk about is beer. Yeah. So maybe I should actually get to know him. But no, the most things I talk about with him is just beer, and he's really knowledgeable about it.
Super knowledgeable. Like, if it wasn't for the trip, so Austin, North Texas Craft Guild has a
Guild,
festival in Austin every year. So shout out to that.
Yes.
We're going to try to go again this year. But if you do come, if you try to come with us, I would say take a road trip with Jerry. That's how I got to know Jerry more on a personal note.
Did we just invent a new podcast, a road trip with Jerry?
Yeah.
Boom, right there.
I've been yelling at Jerry for the last year and a half. He needs to do a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Not besides he's knowledgeable and super nice. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Not because he's just so knowledgeable. He has the voice, the temperament,
Yes and yes.
and the experience because he's done podcasts before.
He has?
Yes.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, he was one of the first people to do podcasts like 10 years ago.
How old is he, Jay?
How old is he? He's a young man. That's all
He
we
seems
need to
like
know.
he's a young man.
He is a young man. But that's all that matters. But no, I really hope he potentially going to do a podcast soon. I don't know where that's at in his thought process. Because right now it's just a thought process. But I hope he does follow through with it. I really do hope
I do
he follows
too.
through.
I do too. Yeah, he's a really nice guy, like you said. He's just really sweet, nice guy. Yeah.
And if you ever get a chance to talk to him, because I would assume from our talk earlier, you're into music too.
A little bit.
A little bit.
When I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. I like what I like, and that's about it.
Okay, so we're in the same boat.
Yeah.
Because I used to tell people I love music. And so I met some people who are really into music,
Yeah.
and then you're like, oh, there's levels to it. Jerry is really into music.
Really into music.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now my wife, she's really into music. Shout out to my wife Casey.
Oh yeah, Casey. Shout out to Casey. We got to talk about this.
Yeah, she's a craft beer fan herself. So
Nice.
Yeah, I got to throw a shout out to her. You know.
1,000%.
Yeah, because she'll be listening to this, going like, where's my shout out? Your shout out's right there, girl.
About
I
30
had
minutes-
you in the beginning. So,
And
yeah.
right about 30 minutes in,
Yeah.
but you talked about you talked about her in the beginning.
Yes.
But you didn't give her a shout out. But you said you were married and you have your wife.
Yes,
and stuff like that.
I actually met her when she had a Velvet Hammer. Not Velvet Hammer. I'm so sorry. A revolver, blood and honey in her hand. Yes, and she says this is not true, but it's very true. I actually saw her. It's at the Kung Fu Saloon in Uptown Dallas.
It used to be fun. It used to be a lot of fun.
Well, it was the UNT alumni event. Where I went to UNT, Go Mean Green, and she had a revolver, blood and honey. I didn't know it was, but I knew it was something, and that's how it started. She says I didn't see her, but I was like, I saw you order that. I saw you, and that's how it all started.
So how did she say you guys met?
Well, she said she saw me and decided to say, okay, let's go talk to those. It was me and my buddy, and let's go chat with them, and they'll take a picture of us, and that's how we'll start talking. And that's how it happened. But I told her, like, I saw you before you saw me. I was just like, and I told my buddy Zach, I was like, that's a cute little blunt, and she's drinking a beer. That's great. And I noticed he poured it, and I was like, that's interesting. But in my mind, I was like, I will never. I'm not that guy that's just like, cool. I'm gonna go talk to that girl. I was just like, okay, there's another girl. Okay, another pretty girl. And we're at the Kung Fu Saloon. Like I said, God love them, but not the best time to be there, you know. So yeah, that's how we met. But then
That's beautiful.
We started getting into I said, not get it. She was into the craft beer. She told me when we met, I'm a kind of a beer snob. I'm like, really? What, you like Shiner? Like, what's your? I mean, and she knew way more than I did.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, I'll even give her credit for the White Rabbit, and here's another thing. I'll throw a little plug to myself. The Southwest Brewing News.
Yeah,
It was a newspaper. I wrote for them.
No way.
Yeah, they're
You
kind of.
did say that the first time I met
Yeah,
you.
yeah, they're kind of in limbo right now. They're still trying to figure out if they want to go online or continue with it.
They need
But
to go online. That's the only way to
They
go
need to
online.
go. They need to go online. But I remember telling you, like, and I have a journalism minor. I wrote for a fishing and hunting newspaper for a while. I wrote for a pro wrestling magazine for a little while. And so she was like, yeah, you should just maybe email them. All right, so I emailed them and bada bing. Writing about beer. Easy. The odd thing about like craft beer is, I mean, I'm talking about like back in like the early 90s, a good friend of mine, Dan, one of my best friend, he's from Wisconsin. His mother's from Wisconsin. When she came down to South Texas, go Mission, Texas, not McAllen, Texas, but Mission, Texas.
Ain't nobody gonna talk about McAllen.
Yeah, we're gonna talk McAllen. No, gotta love McAllen. I was born in McAllen. I'm sorry, I was born in McAllen. But she came down from Wisconsin, and the first thing she did, she went to a restaurant and said, "Hey, this is 1982. What's your local beer?" And the bartender's like, "I guess a Lone Star. That's our craft beer." And that was our craft beer. Let's see, Lone Star, Shiner, Ziegenbach, maybe for decades. Good gosh.
Yeah.
And now you can come to Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, even the Rio Grande Valley, and say, "Hey, what's your local beer?" And they're like, "Okay, we got one right down the street."
You know what's a beautiful thing? You know what? I didn't learn about this until I talked to Les. Les is the bartender from Craft and Growlers, also a comedian as well.
Oh, dang.
But he had a really unique perspective about the state of Dallas craft beer. He's like, there will be no Dallas craft beer without Michael Petticolas.
Love Michael Petticolas.
He was like, the law restricted
Yes.
craft beers to be here in Dallas
yeah.
until he fought it. And it was not like a big law fight and he was fighting the state, like, just local, and he put a petition and he kept pushing for it, and he changed the beer law. And because of his changing, Deep Ellum opened up, community opened up, and they opened up. Like, it was because of his effort to change the law that they was able to have craft beer in Dallas.
Yeah.
So that's a very unique perspective.
Yeah,
You know?
he's an attorney. That's not even his law that he practices, but he had an idea and made his brewery and fought, which is great because he's using a talent that he had before he ever got into the brewery business.
For a passion that he wanted to. He had his own business.
And
The
it's
reason-
not for him.
Yeah,
you
the
know?
only reason I bring that up is because, Shiner and stuff like it was the main staple for many years, but people like Michael or visionaries in other counties may have changed that law, and now we have in the birth of craft beer in Texas, period.
Yes.
I know Franconia has been open for a while, but there's a reason why they were open in McKinney and not Dallas.
Yes.
It's the reason why they're up there. It's the reason why RAR opened up in Fort Worth versus Dallas. Now, it's not because maybe because they wanted to be there. It could be what they wanted to be there. But the law's restricted certain locations that have beer. And it's people who change the lawmakers or maybe business visionaries, people like Michael Petticolas, like they changed it, and now we have so many breweries in Texas. And it's a beautiful thing. You even have breweries in McAllen. Like, who goes to McAllen?
I honestly thought, I think there used to be a
I'm just
brewery in
joking.
South Padre Island, and that got shut
There's
down
like
a long time
7
ago.
in South Padre.
Yeah, a buddy of mine, George Rice, 5x5 Brewery. When I went to high school with him,
No way.
vet.
Nice.
I mean, and he just started a brewery. Now I haven't been down there to try his beer. I can't wait. I've chatted with him. I can't wait to try his beer. But yeah, had an idea, had the opportunity, and boom. I think they're doing strong.
I was gonna say, like, now quote me if I'm wrong. I'm not gonna look it up, but quote me if I'm wrong. Between Galveston and South Padre, there's like 7 breweries now. Plus.
Probably so. We're talking about Galveston, Jake. I haven't been to that area.
Oh, I'm talking about Corpus. I'm saying.
Oh, Corpus. I
isn't
really
Corpus-
haven't been to Corpus.
Is
in a
it
while.
Corpus closer to South Padre?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Galveston,
Corpus.
Corpus, South Padre. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Corpus. You been to Corpus? Yes. Okay. Many times. Okay. I haven't seen. Last time I was there, I saw my Aunt Frances. So and she passed away. So that was a long time ago.
R.I.P. Aunt Francis.
Yeah, I have Aunt Frances. Oh, my Aunt Frances. I got to do an Aunt Frances joke out there. Not even a joke. Straight up. Progreso, Mexico. Now that you've ever been here, like my Aunt Frances would tell the bartender, "I want 2 beers right here." So we got 2 beers right here, right? Tells the bartender, "I'm gonna drink this beer. I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna move this one over here. There better be another one right there." And she did that on a cycle.
That's a good woman.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a
a
good
good
one.
Yeah.
I've only had one guy in my life, and it wasn't that precise. He was like, I'm gonna take a shot. I have a beer. Now, before I finish my beer, I need another shot. But he didn't have a particular location. I just needed to grab it. And then when I finish that shot, I might order another beer. Now, how he always finished his night, because he wasn't a cycle, either he finished on a beer or finished on a shot, so every change. But it was a weird, first of all, I'm assuming your aunt is white? Your aunt was white? Aunt Frances was white?
No, Mexican.
She was Mexican.
I'm half Greek and half Mexican, man. Longoria.
That's even better, because this was an old white man I was talking about in New York City. And I was like, I've only ever heard a white man talk to me like that. But now you know how racist I am.
Bada big, right there. Yeah, on paper, I'm a different person than I am in real life.
No,
yeah.
but I look equally as white as you, but I'm 100% Latin.
Nothing wrong with that.
It's a beauty to be in Latin.
Hey, I love it. I love it to death, man. On paper,
How strong is your Spanish?
Ooh, gosh. It's
Same
pretty,
boat.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
Same boat.
I can survive, but it's getting rusty. It's getting rusty.
No, my like speaking is so rusty. Understand it's even getting worse because I'm not around as I used to be. I used to be around it my whole life, and I always told this. like my speaking was always weaker than understanding. But my grandmother, I was raised by my grandparents. And everybody spoke Spanish around me. I listened to Spanish music all the time. Everybody around me spoke Spanish. My understanding was great. As I've gotten older and away from constantly listening to Spanish, people, not just Spanish people, just people talking Spanish around me.
Sure.
There's a disconnect, and I'm losing my memory of words. I'm like,
I catch myself sometimes even at work. I'm talking to someone who speaks Spanish. I'm like, okay, and I'll just get stuck on a word. I'm like, I know that word. And I get stuck, and it's like, okay, hold on, let's go backwards here. You know. But both my parents are from the Rio Grande Valley, and my dad's Mexican, my mom's Greek. We were talking about my grandma Gore just a second ago.
yeah.
You want to hear a story about Progreso? I'll tell you a story about Progreso. Yeah, Latino, yeah.
That's why you live in Oak Cliff, fool.
That's why I live.
Give him a high five. Give him a high five.
Love Oak Cliff. Now, I'll tell you a story about my grandma Gora, God rest her soul. Got the
R.I.P.,
punchline
salud.
right there. Yeah, salud, yeah. My grandma Gora had quadruple bypass surgery. My grandma Gora is, like I said, 100% Mexican, 100 pounds soaking wet. And she has quadruple bypass surgery. She's not supposed to live. Like, she's really in bad shape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of the doctors don't even want to do it. But she says, I'm going to do it anyway. So she has her quadruple bypass surgery, and she survives. Coincidentally, I guess, her husband, my Papa Joe, sadly was also in the hospital. He passes away. He actually passes away. So we have the funeral, as a Mexican family does. Cousins of cousins that I've never even met before all come down to the funeral. My grandma Gore's like, we're going to Progreso. We got to go. I'm like, okay, Grandma, you have staples in your chest, and they're fresh. She's like, well, we got to in. Am I whacking the microphone?
No, you're good.
Yeah, metal's there. So I said, okay, Grandma, so we go to Progreso. And I was like, okay, Grandma, I've been here before. I don't want to admit it. I've been here before.
I start going with you.
Sorry. Like, you know what I mean? You can't drink on one side, but you can kind of drink on the other side. Okay, it's Progreso. Yeah, and it's honestly, if you're not a hothead, it's safe. It's totally safe. So I said, you know something, Grandma? I'm 21 at the time. I said, whatever you're drinking, I'm drinking. We're celebrating life, right? So we go to one bar, we're drinking big margaritas. My grandma Gora has to have like the tequila on top. And so it's about, I guess, 10 o'clock in the morning. We drink. We have a great lunch that she paid for because she knew this person who owned this restaurant. Drink some more. It's about 3 o'clock. Some of the story is they carried me out of Mexico. My grandma's yelling at me, "You're a borracho. You're a borracho. You drink too much. You drink too much." And I'm just like, and I'm hanging on my Aunt Lily. I'm just like, oh my God. So my grandma literally drops me off, like on the lawn of my parents' house, and I fall asleep on the couch. And my mom's like, "You're drunk." I'm like, "Do not go drinking with Grandma Gora." And she's like, "Is that what you've been doing?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "I could have told you that." So yeah.
Shout out to Grandma. That's a beautiful
Shout out to Grandma
story.
Gora.
The first part that you saw your grandma.
No, she outdrank. And at her funeral, I definitely drank a lot too. So
Shout out to that.
yeah, I even made a beer after her too.
I know. You
Yeah.
talk about the hops. I thought it was the hops.
Well, I wanted to use the hops, which I didn't know about.
no.
But my grandma has it's a sour orange tree. They grow up in South Texas because in South Texas they have citrus everywhere. But you have
Like
to,
Florida, they have-
just like Florida. But they have to graft them to make this sweet orange. Well, when it freezes, that graft breaks. They kind of put two trees together, and the graft costs it doesn't cost very much. But when it freezes, like it did in 1986, that graft breaks. So it stays as a sour orange, which is a Sevilla orange, if I'm correct. And so my grandma had these sour oranges, and they taste like they sound. She does absolutely nothing with them. It's just a one tree. And so my brother was like, "Hey, you should make a beer out of that." So I made this sour orange IPA. It kind of tasted okay.
It's interesting. It's a tough sell. It's a tough sell. Sour, IPA.
Well, I made a cider out of it too, which it was nasty.
That's too acidic.
Very, very tart.
That's
Very, very
too
tart.
acidic, man.
Very acidic. So yeah.
If you have like minor heartburn like I do, I'll be dying. I'll be like,
I got my arm burned too. So yeah.
yeah, I can see why you drank that.
Yeah. I think I gave it at the second round of the White Rabbit. I was like, "You guys want to try something?" And they're like, "Ooh." I'm like, "Yeah." But it fermented. And that's for a home brewer. As long as it ferments,
It's drinkable.
it's drinkable. Yeah.
It's interesting. No, shout out to Grandma. I love stories like that, man. It's awesome. I've been to drinking on the tables many times by old folks.
Oh yeah.
Now I'll tell you this. My theory is this. Not because they can hang more than me, is they know the feeling and they control the feeling.
That's true.
They're equally as drunk as I am. But as I've gotten older and I'm drinking with younger people, I'm like, we're on the same level. Listen, how drunk you talking right now and acting, I'm the same way. I've been doing it. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I've been doing
Yeah.
this. I've been doing this for a long time. So you get to see the levels of it. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
You can definitely tell. You're like, okay, we're on the same level. Actually, we're not on the same level. And then you talk to your Theo, and it's like, okay, well, you're on a different level. You must have been drinking before I got here. That's fine.
Yeah, at the end of the day, what I always find, oh man, we can talk about family parties all the time and drinking and stuff. At the end of the day, what we gotta do is we gotta go partying. And we're gonna have a vlogging episode of us hanging out, drinking at Oak Cliff and doing all the spots in Oak Cliff.
Oh, of course. Got it. Okay.
All right, cheers. Salud.
Salud, man.
So I want to say this journey of these weird conversations we had and my weird rant about the cities in Dallas and Texas.
That's what
in
it's all
general.
about, man.
This is Drunken Public. This is Drunken Public.
That's right.
It's a weird journey of conversation that you have with friends at a bar. On this note, I really do appreciate you on a lot of things and the journey you're doing here. So what I want to end it off on like these two questions. We might do both, we might not, it doesn't matter. But the first question out of the two I want to ask you is what's your expectations to do with this amazing homebrew idea you have right now that you're working out with Texas Ale Project?
Yeah.
And then what would you like it to be in the future?
Sure. My goal is to have actually every brewery in Dallas do a homebrew competition where at least a home brewer is on tap. That's honestly my goal. I like the fact that you can walk into a brewery, which I've actually never seen before, but if you walk into a brewery and go, hey, what's that, just like this one here, what's that odd tap handle?
Yeah.
That's a homebrew competition. We had a homebrew competition and this is the winner. Oh really? Wow. That's what I would like in every brewery in Dallas.
That'd be interesting. That'd be nice.
Yeah, and then the whole goal of it would be to one of these home brewers finally get their shot where I don't know if they're asking for investments or they have the money but they go, hey, we won the White Rabbit. You've already tried our beer because we won this competition. We're at 6 Dallas bars, and you know something? And some investor goes, dude, we got to have you.
You know. I know it's a round by round basis, and you guys still working it out.
Yeah.
But the goal is to get you on tap handle, and then you
Yes.
said something earlier about the experience, like the grand overall winner.
Yes.
Gets the brew here.
Yes,
The
there's-
grand overall winner.
There's
if
two things that you can win. Yeah.
Yeah. But the grand overall gets the brew here, and if they want to sell more taps, they will go with experienced sales reps and
Yes.
go to
Yeah.
more places to try to sell it.
Yeah,
and you get to experience that process.
Yes. Yeah. The guarantee is 6 taps. If you win the competition, you get 6 taps guaranteed. Now, if you want more, it's up to you to pitch those things.
No, but you know what's a beautiful thing? Because I hear a lot lately that banks don't want to give loans to home brewers or just new breweries because there's so many and they question it. They don't know what's the
It's a
viability
high
of it.
risk, yeah.
They don't know the viability of it.
Yeah.
But if you have actual data of sales that you could show,
Yes.
be like, okay, this is how well we did with 1 or 2 of our beers and these tap handles. This is what I did on my own. This is the and just numbers. You have more information to try to get a loan
Yes.
or approval for a loan.
Yes.
You know, or maybe get an investor, proof of concept. You have a proof of concept.
I think there's a big group of investors that would love to invest in craft breweries, but they know nothing about craft brewery. All they want is results. So this is the result you can give to them.
Whenever you invest money, you just want to have confidence that you will do well.
Yeah.
Or you have some kind of like opportunity to make money
Yeah.
back in your investment.
A lot of these, yeah, they just want to get their money back. A lot of the investors, they just want to get their money back, maybe a little bit more, and that's it. They're
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. No, that's a beautiful thing, man. Like honestly, man. What I'll tell you is this. I've said it earlier in the podcast, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm not knocking any other homebrew competition, but I like 2 fronts what you're doing here. The business aspect that you get to experience, that's number 1 for the winner, it's great. But 2, for more of the homebrew side of it, you get to talk to judges. I mean,
Yes.
from the experience of round 2, I was
Yes.
there for the tail end of it. But the judges talked to the homebrewers. They had cards ready for the homebrewers for their feedback, little critiques. And that's very unique from my limited experience in homebrewing competition. It's very unique from what I saw. And I like that more because you get to know. You make beer. If you get to enter it, a lot of times you don't get information.
You don't
But-
get zero information back.
But
And I know judges can be really. They can really critique your beer really, really harsh. But this is just a flat rate on what your beer is. I mean, is it what you say it is? This one right here, a tiramisu stout. Just the name alone, it better taste like a tiramisu stout. It actually tastes like a tiramisu stout.
You know what? That's true. That's true.
Daniel Boyd, shout out to the winner.
Daniel Boyd, shout out to the tiramisu stout.
He's a winner for a reason. Like it tastes like it sounds. You know what I mean?
I mean, even if you're big into tiramisu, it definitely tastes like American tiramisu.
Yes.
It may not be one for one because of course there's no bread in here.
Yeah.
But it has all the makings of a tiramisu flavor, and you could tell that what they're going for. Even without the name, you'd be like, I feel like I know this thing. And then when someone else all hands like, do you think tiramisu? Like, yes, 1,000%. Like, that's amazing. And that'd be also good for business here because they may not have thought about that. I'm not knocking the head brewer here. Not at all.
Like it may not be the thing. It may not even be a thing they're even trying to go for.
Oh, maybe they never thought about it.
Never even thought about it. Yeah, exactly.
But that's the beautiful thing. You get to do unique beers here, showcase the business.
With the White Rabbit, we've had tiramisu stouts. We've had red velvet cake. We've had pepper beers. I mean, anything and everything. And is it what it says it is?
No, it's true.
You know, I mean, we've had a lot of beers that it's like, okay, I get what you're trying to say, but it's not what it is. This is not a triple. This is not an IPA. This is
1,000%.
Yeah. This is just a regular beer.
But that's what I like about it. That's why it made me talk to you guys about it, because when I got there at the end, you literally talked to a homebrew guys like, no, this is a great beer. You just entered the wrong category. Like you just need to switch it to this category for your next competition, and we'll do a lot better.
I told one of the home brewers, he actually entered, I think twice in the first round and the second round, and he goes, why don't the judges like it? And I was like, well, I can't tell you why the judges like it or don't like it. All I'm saying is, if they don't like it in round one or round two, maybe you should try something else. Because they dropped off a bottle of something else just for the people to try, and it was amazing. And I was like, maybe you should try that one. Simple as that. You know, I know with a lot of home brewers, they have their beer that they love.
True.
When I say they, I mean they like it. Other people may not like it. You know, this is my honey blonde with habanero.
With a twist.
You dig it. Other people don't dig it. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what it is. They think they like it, and the judges don't like it, and they go, why? It's like, well, maybe you should try this other one. This Chappelle. Okay, we got to get you in the shot.
How you doing?
Come
hop over here,
sir.
I'm sorry.
No, hop over here. Hop over here, Dave. Owner.
Oh, the owner.
Owner, the man.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm David.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
sir.
well, hi, I'm Jacob. How you doing?
Glad to meet you, Jacob.
We're talking about the White Rabbit.
Yeah. Oh, that's why we're here. We're here to support the White Rabbit. So
Yeah.
first and foremost, thank you for allowing this crazy man to have this amazing idea here.
Man, we're pulling it off, aren't we?
We're just two guys drinking beer.
Well, we're three now.
There we go.
I can't keep count. Yeah. So basically,
So did you tell them how it started?
we tell them how it started, and basically what the goal is to get home brewers on tap, and then the opportunity to get all around Dallas.
Yeah.
And this guy is going to make it happen.
It's the mastermind.
Yeah.
We got to, well, it's your deal. I mean, you
Oh no.
picked it up and ran with it, and I love it.
Yeah. We sat here and drank White Rabbits, which, by the way, is a drink, by the way.
Yeah.
It is now.
It is
Well,
now.
it's on air
Yeah.
now.
Oh, it is now.
And this gentleman gave the opportunity to home brewers to come here. He's tried their home brew as well. To come here and have the opportunity to get on the tap. And like I said,
If you look, tiramisu or tiramisu.
Still on
the
there.
tiramisu stout
We're
is
talking about
delicious.
drinking it. Yeah.
Delicious.
People come in, they love it, and for a home brewer to get in the tap room, that's a big deal.
That's what we're all about, is getting those home brewers on tap so they have the opportunity to be on tap and invite everybody to have tried their beer.
But that's the beauty of it. That's why when I met Jacob, that's why I wanted him on the podcast. He said it's such a unique idea, and it's beautiful to be done here at a Textile Project. A, beautiful facility. B, easy location to find.
Yeah.
C, you're everywhere. You're everywhere. Like it's
I can think of a couple accounts I'd like to have we don't have yet, but we're getting there.
How can we make it happen? What can we do to make good those accounts?
Let's see. What's the one
Who
that
they
I
gotta
like?
take out?
My next one, I want the Renaissance
Fair.
tower over
On the
here.
Renaissance Tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
So whoever you got out there, go in and ask for it and say, give them a reason to put it
So
on
here's the
tap.
thing, we're keeping this on the podcast. So Renaissance Tower, people who drink out of there, like, listen, we need
Yeah.
Texas Oil Project on the taps. We need it.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely not.
Where's another one? Oh, Gas Monkey. We got a few cans on the
Oh,
side.
that's a big venue too.
They've
Oh
been
yeah.
nice to us, and we got some cans here. We got some cans there. We did a charity deal, but I want to tap at Gas Monkey. And the only way I'm going to get a tap at Gas Monkey is people go in and ask for it.
Exactly.
Boom.
But this is the one thing for the podcast with people who, when beers I recommend, any beer. If you like it, if I recommend it and you like a beer, go to your local bar that
And ask
has
for it.
craft brewery, or just beer in general, be like, I like this beer. You should look into it.
Where is it? Yeah.
You should look into it. And all you gotta do is recommend it. Enough people recommend it, they will bring it into your location.
Well,
Maybe even McAllen. You might go to McAllen.
We're gonna go to South Texas if we have to.
hey, I just had a group from Portland at the. Give them a little plug here. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
The
This
Hilton.
is your world, so we're just living in it right now.
brother.
It's at the Hilton Hotel at Love Field.
Yes,
Hilton
sir.
Doubletree, I think. And then they just put the Jackrabbit on,
Nice.
and the people were in there. And thank you very much. They're a great place. You guys go hang out, whatever. But they were saying, and they're from Portland. It's the best IPA they've had anywhere in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
And it stands up with anything in Portland and better than most of them.
That's a beautiful
So
compliment.
that was a compliment.
That's a beautiful compliment. Damn right.
So I'm White Rabbit.
Hell yeah, dude.
So did you tell them about the end of the year deal?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The grand prize.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna be on a minimum six
they go-
locations.
We're going to get them on 6.
Yeah.
They got to go out and sell the rest of it.
Exactly.
They got to actually work.
No, that's the beautiful. Here's the thing. Jack was just right when you walked in, we were complimenting you, complimenting this venue.
Yes.
One thing about this venue is this that makes it why I wanted to make this podcast happen. Out of both your idea of this is that it's a unique concept, right? Because you allow yourself to try got beautiful, unique beers that you may not, your head brewer may not thought of. Not because they couldn't do it. Not because he couldn't do it.
Well, what was the one last year? I mean, last quarter.
Last one was a honey blonde.
Honey Blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talked about that. That was very
And
interesting.
that was amazing. Like 9% honey blonde.
But
Beautiful.
You made it's not like the head brewers couldn't make it. They
No.
just probably didn't think of it. And you have someone that got anywhere else. The second thing, if you win the grand prize. Not everybody wants to own the brewery, but you get the experience of how it does to run a brewery and the aspects of it.
They're going to have to go clean the line. They're going to have to go deliver the stuff. They got to go sell it. So
Yep.
You get the full experience.
If you win, be careful what you wish for. You
1,000%. But it's a unique thing because like people like I want to run a brewery, but they just gotta go in blind because they don't know how to do it. But now you got proof of concept here, like you said earlier, proof of concept,
Yeah.
and you get to understand what
bring
it
it on.
takes.
or whatever's going.
Yeah.
Munchies.
Well, we got them on the video earlier.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, they're really good. They are the
So
best.
shout out to Munchies. We
Yeah,
got,
shout
in
out
our-
to Munchies,
In our,
by the
in our
way.
intro earlier, you saw me eating food, give me a thumbs up, and went there. Munchies.
Yeah,
Pick
they're
logo.
amazing.
They here at Textile Project. You can always buy food here. So swing by Textile Project. A, check out the beautiful facility. B, get their amazing food.
Yes.
And we had the
The pork bun, excuse me, the pork bun? The bun bao.
Yes.
That's what it is. Delicious. Like, I literally have a video of it. I was like, it's interesting. It's a good picture, right? Because I got it because it looks like a good picture. Amazing. 1,000%. 1,000%. It's literally-
amazing. It is
Hands down, I thought it was just going to be a good video for
Yeah.
an intro. But it got me on camera looking like an idiot because I'm like, no. I can make him eat one too. Like, it's delicious. By far amazing. So thank you so much for amazing food, sir.
So out in the beer garden today, that's where I've just been. We had the owners of the New Republic Brewery in College Station. So it was nice to have other breweries in here, and we invite
Give them a try to
all
try it
the
out.
other-
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we want all the other breweries to come here. There's Michael over there from Communities. No.
Oh, you're talking about Mike from Community? Yeah.
So I mean, it's kind of nice to have other people coming and hanging out here.
No,
and
1,000%.
we enjoy it. We endorse it.
Oh yeah.
First of all, thank you for doing everything you guys do here. Second of all, thank you for allowing this crazy man to do a great competition.
I love my job.
He
does.
I love your job too. I like drinking it. Thank you so much, sir.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thanks,
everything.
Jacob.
Brother.
We'll talk more after. We got
Don't
to wrap.
forget to pay your beer tab and tip the service.
Of
please.
course, of course. White Rabbit lives. Listen, I don't know what to do after that. That's an amazing way to end this podcast.
If there was a way to end it, I'd like to end it with David.
Yeah.
That's who I randomly met on that table right over there, and I pitched him this crazy idea, and he's like, "That sounds pretty cool. We should meet up again." Okay.
Yeah.
And that's how it all started.
Listen, I don't know. I had another question lined up. I don't know where to go with that. We're gonna end it. Listen. So White Rabbit on Facebook.
Yes.
I have the link in the description.
Yes.
I know you don't do Instagram, or you do it, but you don't care about it.
I do Instagram. I just forgot my name.
You don't care about it, but I'm gonna support your Untapped location. So what's your Untapped handle?
I think it's just Jacob Longoria.
Jacob Longoria on Tap. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up, or I'm gonna ask Jerry to give me the link.
Yeah.
I think Jerry follows you. Jerry, India.
I hope he follows me.
I think he does. I think he does.
I hope he does.
I think he does.
Yeah.
But on that note, follow Texas L Project on all social media.
Yes.
I know they're on there. Go to their website. Come check out the
Yes.
Tap handle. More information to come out the next round 3 for White
Round 4.
Rabbit.
We're on round 4, yeah.
Excuse me, correction, round 4. We're
Yeah.
on round 4. So we'll be there for the next vlog episode for that competition.
Yeah. So
And
we have round 3 being in the tap room, and Texas Hill Project will announce that winner of round 3 will be in the tap room. And then the actual competition for round 4 will be
So
soon.
earlier in the podcast, I misspoke. So I said I was there for round 2, but I was technically there for round 3.
Yeah.
Got
round
it.
3, yeah.
But so round 4, so we
Yeah.
got 2. We gotta do 2 vlogging episodes. One
Yeah.
for round 4, and then we're gonna do one for the grand
Yeah.
competition.
Yes.
And then
Yeah, round 3 will be on the tap. We're trying to figure that out with the brewers, but it'll be announced when you can try it in the tap room. It's gonna be a
Nice.
Belgian Chapelle. It's gonna be really good.
listen, I'm gonna work with Jacob and make sure I get the information as frequent as possible, as often as possible. Like I said, we will do pictures, vlogging episodes coming soon. Follow all of us. Like I said,
yeah.
support. First of all, support local craft brewery. Wherever you at, if you can't make it out here, support where you at. But also support your local home brewer. Like there's so many great home brewers out there we don't even know about. So do all that. Brew Haha's coming up, but this will be out way after that. But also Labor Love coming out soon.
Labor Love will be out. Brew Haha will be actually this Sunday.
I know.
Uh,
It'll be a little dated. This will be a
yeah.
little dated.
But if you were there, I hope you enjoyed yourself.
Comment below. Comment
Yeah,
below.
hope you enjoyed yourself. I'll be
I'll
there.
be there.
So, you know,
I'll see you there or something.
Yeah.
I'll see you.
yeah, I will pitch the podcast as I'm there. You know.
On that note, guys, listen, like I said, support local. More episodes to come. Thank you, Jacob, for coming on the podcast.
Anytime, man.
Thank you for
Anytime.
all the work you're doing, the amazing competition you're doing. I can't wait for more of it to come in the future. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be bigger, bigger, and better. And anybody watching this concept, if you're not even in the state of Texas, but you want to do something in your local brewery, pitch that idea.
Yes.
It's a great idea. I love the concept. So on that note, support, support, support. Don't drink and drive. Take a lift, guys. Peace. Bro,